Hello, my name is Dana. I'll be taking you through a yin yoga practice today. A few words about props. You can have a folded blanket if you would like, or a block. And you can have a yoga mat or a blanket to lie on or sit on. And just get comfortable. Let your body relax. We'll begin by coming into butterfly pose, just allowing the soles of the feet to come together. Sitting up tall, allowing our shoulders to relax. And just go ahead and allow your palms to face up. Allow your body to be very receptive. Settle in. Just become aware of the various sensations in your body. And as thoughts come into your mind, try not to dwell on them. Just acknowledge them and let them float through your mind and right out the other side, I guess. Allow your breathing to be very natural. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Allow your body to become heavy, very grounded, very weighty. If you need to, you can always wiggle around, get comfortable, and readjust. And if you'd like, you can come forward, hinging at the hips. Feel an opening along your spine, particularly in the lower back. Allow your inner thighs to feel relaxed and your knees to feel heavy. Slowly come to sit back up. And then use your hands to guide your knees back together. Feel free to extend your legs out, shake them out a little bit. And we're going to make our way into a pose called gecko. So first, let's just come onto all fours and do a few cat-cow stretches. Hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. And inhale as you stretch the spine, and exhale round, just a few rounds like so. One more like that. And then we'll take one leg forward between our hands. Allow your body at first to just rest on your thigh. Relax your head, relax your neck. If your arms are a little bit shorter than your leg, you might even place your hands on a block for support. And if you feel a little more open in this, you can shift forward, but just taking the knee in line with the toes. So we'll feel a stretch between the front leg and the back leg, as well as the Achilles tendon on the front leg. And if you think you might enjoy going deeper, you can take your hands to the inside and either widen the legs some or lower down onto forearms. If that's too much, just back off. Really coming into a deep hip opening. You may also, if you need to, place your forearms on a block if going all the way down is too much. Begin to slowly walk your body up. And we'll release out with a little bit of a twist, coming into dragon twist. Just wrapping one hand across the knee, the other hand behind the back, shifting forward. Slowly back to center. Come back into that all fours position, and we'll curl our toes under. Send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Knees can be bent. Pressing into your hands, pressing into your heels, and we'll walk the dog, so to speak, bending one knee and then the other alternately, loosening up feet and ankles, knees and hips. And straighten both legs. We'll lower back down to all fours. Coming back into that slow cat-cow. Inhale, tilting up. Exhale, rounding. Flowing with your breath. Now we'll make our way into gecko on the other side. Taking the other leg forward, shifting the hips forward. Use a block if you need to. Coming forward in your own time. Remember, you can be here. At first, resting the body on the thigh, relaxing the neck. Lizard or gecko is an asymmetrical lunge, so you may feel different on this side. If you did so on the other side, you might make your way down, coming onto forearms or onto a block. Feel free to loosen up your head and neck, turning your head. Start to walk your body up. Bringing your torso up, and we'll come into the twist now on this side. Coming back to center, coming back to all fours. Curling the toes under, and we'll send the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Really stretching the spine in an upside down V. And we'll go ahead and walk the dog again. Straighten both legs, making our way back down onto all fours. Now we'll come to sit back. Swing our legs around in front of us. And we're going to come next into a pose called shoelace. So we'll be stacking one leg over the other. I'm going to take my right leg over my left. So you might be comfortable just stacking your legs like so. I'm going to turn toward the camera. Here, if you need to, you can give your hips a boost by placing a block or a pillow underneath your hips if this isn't comfortable for your knees. And now another option is to also come over onto your back and just lie with your knees bent and one leg stacked over the other, and your foot can be elevated on a block or a pillow. So whichever suits you. And the idea here is that we are opening out the outer hip. So right through here. So find your shoelace pose. And you also might enjoy coming deeper by walking your hands forward. Over time, your body will start to open up and you'll become more relaxed in this pose. Exhale fully, and then inhale, slowly come up. Feel free to slowly uncross your legs, shake them out, and we'll make our way to the other side. So again, you can come onto your back and cross one leg over the other, with the bottom leg propped up on a block to elevate your hips a little more. Or you can sit on a block if your hips don't sit level in this, or you have any problems with your knees. Here again, being in asymmetrical pose, you might find yourself tighter on one side versus the other. It's perfectly normal. If it feels good, walk your hands forward. Fully inhale and exhale. And then inhale, making your way back up. Carefully unravel your legs. Shake them out. And now we'll make our way onto our backs, coming into a shoulder stretch. So this one might be a little bit tricky. Essentially, we'll look like this, but we're going to be lying on our backs. So start to lower down with bent knees onto your back. And we'll take our left arm underneath the body. So roll to the right side, tuck the left arm underneath you as if you're trying to reach the middle of your back, and then roll back onto that hand. So if you need to adjust, if that's too much, lower the arm a little bit. And we'll take the right hand, lift the head, tuck the right hand under the head, supporting your head, and placing your hands between your shoulder blades or maybe slightly higher. Your hands might be closer together or further apart. Everybody's different. And now From here, you can also take your feet wide and just allow your knees to fall in toward one another. So this can be a nice stretch not only for the shoulders but also for the forearms and wrists. And now we'll lift the head to release the top arm. And then roll to your right to release the bottom arm. Coming back to center, allow your knees to sway from side to side. And then just pause here a moment. Feeling symmetrical for a moment. And then we'll start the other side. So rolling now to your left, tucking your right arm under your back, wherever it feels comfortable. And then we'll lift the head up. Take the left arm and place it underneath your head, hand between your shoulder blades or at the base of your neck. Widen your feet and drop your knees together. Now we'll lift the head, slowly release the top arm, rolling to the left side, releasing the bottom arm. Allow your knees to sway side to side. Making our way back to center. And we'll just come into a simple twist. Knees bent, lifting the hips slightly to one side, opening out the arms and dropping the knees over to the other side. So the knees are stacked here. You can let your head turn in the opposite direction. Slowly turn your head back to center. And you can use your hand to help guide your knees back to center. Checking in. And then we'll come into our twist on the other side. Lift the hips off to one side. Drop the knees over to the other side as you open out the arms. And you can slowly turn your head and look in the opposite direction. Turn back to center. Even out your hips. And then we'll extend our legs mat width apart, coming into pentacle pose or final relaxation. Arms can open out wide. You may also like to place a rolled up blanket under your knees if you have a tight low back and you would prefer the support. If you have more time and you'd like to stay in this pose longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, stretch your arms and legs away from each other, taking a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, release. Bending your knees, rolling over onto one side. And pressing yourself up when you're ready. Checking in with where we've started. And just acknowledging how far you've come. Namaste.